We're going to space.
Whole hullabaloo about you, man, and this mess you got going.
I would take an axe to a couple people's heads. I mean, I would go barbaric.
To a couple robots?
No, to maybe
really...
like a town, like Oblivion style.
Whoa, no, you just...
Sir, we're talking about robots.
Scabies is that's also a staple of white culture.
Y'all some nasty niggas, bro.
Is that white culture?
I believe
Y'all can
scabies,
keep that shit.
Dirty.
But the black people, they smoke the weed and they get too relaxed.
I'm not getting taken down by no British cops.
Is this true, Don Juice? Is this true? You know the foreign affairs. Is this true?
It's propaganda. Just saying.
Hello, friends, fiends, everybody in between. We're here tonight. It's a beautiful March day. It was cold.
Is it a beautiful March day?
It got cold. It got really, really cold here in Florida.
That shit.
It got down to like 41.
That's how you get it.
And it was
sick.
Like 83 the night before. And we had a little bit of issue with that, but we survived. We all got a little bit of the sniffly noses. We got the pollen attacking us, like that one mayor. It's been interesting this past week. We got a lot going on. Tonight we got Daddy Clarence.
What's up?
We got it's DC.
No, Daddy Clarence.
George Washington.
No.
DC Sniper.
Uh-oh.
Lurking in the trunk.
They gave thanks to Allah.
Did they?
I think so. DC snipers?
Were they Muslims?
I believe so.
That's interesting.
I think one was.
I think they both was. Right? One was wasn't like an uncle nephew type shit.
Nah, that was nephew.
That was the nephew. That was basically like
No, I thought it was a nephew.
Nah, they weren't related.
Really?
Nah, they weren't related.
We got Big Boss over here. He's defending the DC snipers.
No, I didn't
saying that they're not related.
I didn't say all that.
I don't think that's defending. I think it's just getting facts. But I'm gonna come here.
We've had a lot going on.
Yeah, one was John Allen Muhammad.
Oh, that's
and the other was Lee Boyd Malvo. I don't know.
Nah,
Lee Boyd
Malvo.
Lee Boyd.
That's a whole string of things. Who knows?
Lee Boyd.
I certainly.
That was an intricate ass plan. Like the whole plan behind that. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna kill my wife, but I gotta kill multiple people so it doesn't seem like I killed my wife.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, and he never ended up killing his wife. I think he didn't kill his wife. I think the first person to kill
a bunch of people.
I think the first person he went to the house to kill his wife,
and
his wife wasn't there. I think he killed his.
This is some crazy shit. This is some crazy shit. Dude, this is legit crazy stuff.
Yeah, the whole plan was
crazy.
He was gonna kill his wife because she took custody of the kid, and he was mad, but he couldn't just kill his wife because they would have instantly tied it back to him. So his whole plan was to kill his wife and then just go on a random spree of killing random folks, so it wouldn't seem like he did it. He would have got away, but he fucked around. And he fell asleep. No, he fell asleep in the car at a fucking little rest stop, and yeah, that was it.
So he got.
Damn, you're like an expert on these.
Yeah, why do you know so much?
Is serial killers interesting, bro?
I feel you.
How serial was that?
Technically, it was a spree killer. It was a spree killer.
Yeah. So we got Big Boss Forensic Files here, telling you everything you need to know about your mass facts. Killers. If somebody got killed, Gutre knows about who killed him.
Yes.
Yes. It might be his cousin. It might be Ted Bundy. Who knows? We've got it's been an interesting week in the news and the media, and
are you guys gonna get in the Michael Jackson fight?
It's been a cluster.
Are we gonna do that right now? I think we
wildness.
gotta work into that later. We're gonna get to Michael Jackson. You got a light skinned friend look like Michael Jackson, and somehow a dark skinned friend who also looks like Michael Jackson, and they're both female. So there's a lot of issues going on in that circumstance. But I want to discuss our first real contender for the first Asian president of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Yang Gang.
Andrew Yang.
Yang Gang.
Yang Gang 2020.
Yang
Yang Gang.
You heard it here first.
It's all Andrew Yang all the time. We're gonna secure this motherfucking bag. That's what it's all about here. You know, like the Trumpyism was all about hope.
Keeping bandos on lock.
Yangism is all about knowing that we've gone too far.
I don't know about that.
The train has gone off the tracks.
It's wild. So
Yang Gang
2020. He's gonna give you $1,000 if you're over 18 every single month.
Every single
My
month?
boy.
Every month.
When does it cut off?
We're gonna go get some Gucci.
When does it cut off?
I'm buying all
every
Supreme
month.
shit
Every
all
month?
day.
Every month.
So once you turn 18, every month you get
Every
$1,000.
fucking month.
Where's that
Dollars
come from?
on dollars. I'm assuming
Yeah, let's resell Supreme shit.
fractional banking, isn't that what they call it?
I don't
I call
know,
that
bro.
reselling Supreme shit to rich white kids.
The eBay market for Supreme products is insane. Because first of all, the markup on the original product is already insane because it's branded, and then you put it on. You create such a. Supreme creates lack of supply, so it creates artificial demand for third-party sellers. It doesn't even benefit Supreme as much as it benefits these third-party sellers who make like a fucking 1,200% markup on some things.
Fair enough.
Like, that's insane.
We gotta make a shirt and just put like some wild shit on the front of it. So for like $40.
Put the F word.
It's
Not-
Ted Bundy's
Not
face.
not fuck, but the other F word.
Can we copyright Ted Bundy's face?
No.
No, because it's his face.
Well, unless you took a picture of it or drew it, then yeah, you could.
And then he's dead though.
You'd have to draw a picture
Draw
of
it.
him. Then yeah, you could.
All right, we got artists here that can draw Ted Bundy. We can get this done. Ted Bundy's face is now official property of FiendCast.
A representation of Ted Bundy's face, the specific representation of Ted Bundy's face is copyright of FiendCast once it's drawn
Yes.
or put into a fixed,
but
canvas or
could-
something.
I don't know if Ted Bundy has an estate, but could his estate sue for that representation?
Do you think Ted Bundy has an estate?
I hope
Why?
not.
That'd be
For
weird
drawing
if
a
he did,
picture,
bro.
for drawing a picture of somebody?
No.
No.
Okay. I don't know, man. Crazy laws. You can't.
Yeah,
even
Carlton
buy
trying to sue
horses
people
and-
for fucking dances and shit.
Yeah, you got Fortnite people.
Is he?
Yeah, he
Carlton-
lost, but
Carlton.
yeah,
Did he lose?
Alfonso?
yeah, he lost. He lost. They're like,
Wait,
nah, bro.
wait,
get
hold
the
on.
fuck outta
Tell me a little bit about that.
He was gonna sue Fortnite because they had his little dance in there, and then
Yeah, his
the
Carlton
judge
dance.
threw that shit out. He's like, "No, bro, get us out of here.
Yeah,
good.
that's bullshit.
You can't copyright
I
dances,
agree,
bro. Get
yeah.
out of here."
That's
Unless
You can copyright.
it's the Michael Jackson lane, because that is copyright. The
That's-
technology to do the shit.
That's patented.
Patented. Okay, they're patented.
Patented.
They'll get you about that.
Oh,
What is
100%.
Yeah, you can't just
You ever see the Smooth Criminal music video?
that
Where he
lean.
does the lean.
Oh yeah.
That's the shoes. It's like a hook, like a hook shoe.
Oh,
type
so it
thing.
like suspends you on the back. And
No, it suspends you on the feet. It hooks you hook in.
but the bend. How does he do that?
He bends forwards, not backwards, right? So.
Oh,
With the hook,
I've
with the
seen it
hook.
like once in my life.
Oh, it's okay. Nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying that he bends. I'm not trying to make fun of you. I'm just saying he bends forward, so you'd have to have a hook anchors here.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. So that's patented, but you can only copyright like a fixed representation of something. So you can't copyright a dance. You can copyright like a recording of a dance, but not the actual pattern of the dance itself. That's crazy.
Okay.
So if I took a video of you doing a dance, doing the moonwalk, like Michael
What
Jackson
if I
doing the
just did my
moonwalk
dance,
on,
dance?
yeah, you could copyright that.
Can I?
Yeah, of course. If you take like a video of it.
Okay, but
Recording
just the
of it.
video of it, but not the actual moves of it itself.
No.
Right, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Because that would be, as you said, insane.
It's great because it has to be it has to be in a fixed medium
Right,
to be able to
right.
copyright it. Yeah.
So we're gonna take that $1,000 check, and we're gonna copyright a video of you doing that dance.
Yang Gang.
Cost a lot less.
Yang Gang 2020.
Gang gang.
But dang, dang.
So, R. Kelly, he had an interview with, what was it, Gayle King? That's her name?
Yeah.
I don't know who this person is.
It's Oprah's butt buddy.
I think it's Larry King.
No, it's
Oprah's butt buddy.
also Oprah's butt buddy, but in a different.
Where the fuck is Stedman?
He's dead.
Is he dead? I haven't seen Stedman in years.
I don't know if he's dead, but I know he's dead to Oprah.
He's always been dead though, bro.
Yeah, she just got some dick out of him and some servants.
Did you ever think she was fucking Stedman? I don't ever believe she was
Passively.
I don't even believe that.
Either she was taking advantage of Stedman, like
I think Stedman was just there. So
for a lot of money.
I feel like Stedman didn't want to fuck her, but she used him. Either that, or she
For
didn't use him
what?
at all.
No, but why was he there? She was obviously using him for something.
Dick!
No, bro, he was
No,
there.
but you got
for
it
image.
off.
He was there for image. He was just there so Oprah didn't
Like
see
a
him gay.
beard?
What?
Yeah,
No, but
yeah.
he wouldn't. He
So
wouldn't.
is Oprah gay or is she just asexual?
What? No, she was fucking him. Is what I'm
Oh, but
saying.
she was
I'm
fucking
thinking
him.
she was
I
fucking
think
him
she
too.
was.
I think
No, I
she was
think she
fucking
was
him.
fucking him, and
She was
and
fucking him. Come on.
She would not let her roll.
She used-
happy-
he didn't wanna
By the
fuck
way,
her.
it's International Women's Day. Women in the house, please yell.
I don't know, man.
So
I was waiting for you to yell too.
hey, I've got a penis, and I will pull it out even if you're uncomfortable with it.
Please don't do that.
Well, then be quiet.
What if Stedman was a simulation? What if he's a deep fake?
Like a hologram, like the prototype hologram.
Yeah, like
Like Oprah has been funding these holograms
He's a
this whole time.
replicant. What? No, okay, listen, I think that, here's what I think. Can I just give you my opinion? We can move off it forever? My bad. I feel like Stedman was there for the dick. She fucked him, but he didn't want to get fucked. You know, he was just there to live a nice, lavish life.
Right. He wanted to have that good life.
He wanted to have the good life.
So he's like, yeah, you can have some dick.
So it's kind of like
I guess.
Oprah was raping him every time, but
No,
that
really.
was just
no,
like
no. That's
they
not
came
rape.
to a mutual
That's
agreement.
prostitution.
That's not
No. What do you mean? If he is giving up his sex for some sort of benefit for his life, that's prostitution. It's literal prostitution.
I mean,
That's not like an allegory to it. That's you're trading sex for goods.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
So I guess he was a prostitute. Either way, Stedman's just a prostitute.
Stedman was just a prostitute.
All right.
This is-
If he was
that's kind of what I'm
even
trying to
real.
say. You're right.
If he was not a hologram. And I'm all Yang Gang hologram Stedman 2020. That's Andrew Yang's running
Yang
mate.
Wait,
with
if
Stedman
Hologram
as vice president.
Stedman.
For real?
No, it's not. But
Should be.
So what is it?
can I vote hologram
Yang-
Stedman?
what is it,
Like, I can
Yang?
write in. Can we get this like?
That's what
movement,
we're
like,
getting on the
we
shirt. That's what we're getting on the shirt.
need
A
Hologram
picture of
Stedman. You're
Stedman
gonna
on the
get
shirt.
no. Okay, so
Is it Yang Winfrey 2020?
is his last name Winfrey?
I would assume
Nah,
so.
I don't know, bro. I
think
they're married.
I think he
Does
took
he
her
have a last
I don't
name?
think they're fucking married. Let me type in
Does
Stedman.
Stedman have
Type in Stedman Winfrey.
Stedman?
Tolkien doesn't like the fact that we're talking about fucking Stedman.
Yeah, he. Oh man.
Gotcha, bitch.
And Oprah Stedman. Okay.
It's Stedman Winfrey.
Stedman Graham.
Stedman Graham Winfrey.
See? Wait, hold on.
It's
Oh no!
No, bro. It just says Stedman Graham Jr.
Dude, this guy's Wikipedia page is like shorter than mine. They're
Just
trying to hide him.
Partner,
He's not real.
bro. I have
Well,
never
like
heard Stedman talk.
Known for relationship with Oprah Winfrey.
What the fuck does he do?
CEO.
CEO of what?
It doesn't say. It actually doesn't say.
He doesn't do anything.
I swear to God. It says born March 6th. Happy birthday, Stedman. Happy belated motherfucker. He is 68 years old.
Happy birthday.
He's from Whitesboro, New Jersey. His nationality is American. He went to some high school and
He went to high school?
2 different colleges. His occupation is author, businessman, speaker. He's known for his relationship with Oprah Winfrey. His hometown is Whitesboro, which was already said where he was born.
Already said that.
It mentions it twice. His title CEO.
He's not real.
Already
man.
said that.
Partner is Oprah.
Stedman's a show.
Already said
His
that.
child is one, and his website is StedmanGraham.com, and that's all it has.
Stedman is either
Check out the site.
Stedman's either a hologram or a fucking show corporation.
He's
Why is he the
he's a
CEO?
dummy corp.
What is he the CEO of? Hold on. Like, what?
Was it like Raptor Incorporated? You ever watch the Enron documentary?
Nah, Wolf Cola. Wolf Cola.
Okay, so like in 1988, Graham created S. Graham and Associates, a Chicago-based corporate and educational marketing and consulting firm.
Have you ever heard of that? I haven't.
Super successful in
not
the
real, bro.
educational marketing.
What is that?
No.
The fuck is educational marketing?
Holy shit! So for
2 + 2 is 4.
30 years, Oprah has been
Fucking him.
having a
Allegedly.
hologram beard.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
According to us. You heard it here first, folks.
It's not fucking real, bro. Y'all talking about flat
We're here with the
What is
spicy
he?
takes. Fiendfix.com. Fiend
What-
your addiction.
Why does he look like he's like homogenized
He
brown?
looks like Black Dr. Phil.
He kind of does. He kind of does look.
What if it's really...
slightly-
Wait, hold on,
he
bro.
looks
What
like
if,
quadroon
what if Stedman
Dr.
is just Dr. Phil in blackface?
Like young Doctor. I could see that.
But
That's not good.
have you ever seen Stedman and Dr. Phil in the same room together?
I think I have.
Have you?
I feel like I have.
How have you seen them in the same room together?
He's in between Dr. Phil and Oprah. Stedman
Make sure you
is.
speak into the mic.
Nah. So,
Prove to be I don't care. Stedman's not real.
why you been trying to fist bump me all night and you keep slicking back your baseball cap?
I'm not going to do it.
Fucking bullshit, man. Like,
Oh, shit.
but you got the Tommy on your wrist?
Yeah, he did it. The whole time he was trying to do that.
Yeah, I know. So Stedman allegedly is also a speaker and a podcaster. So he's our direct competition.
It's not real. It's not fucking real, bro. It's not
If
real.
you're listening if you're a Stedman podcast listener right now and you subscribe to FiendFix, we'll give you 25% off.
We'll give you
Annual
$25.
subscription.
That's a lie. Don't take my.
25% off annual subscription cost.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll market that. But whatever you do,
Cancel your Stedman subscription and listen to FiendFix.
do not fund Stedman.
Fund
Oprah.
FiendFix.
Don't watch the OWN network. She owns Stedman. So
Larry King.
Does she actually own? Oh shit!
Ben Bernanke.
I don't know who that is.
He was a former chairman of the Federal Reserve.
Oh no!
But for real,
Menachem Begin.
it's still in relation to Stedman. It says, how the fuck does Gail keep getting these interviews?
Gail King.
Yes.
I didn't know who she was until the R. Kelly interview.
Not who she was.
I
Like I said,
I have to say,
I know
I-
Gail's real. I know that bitch is real.
Gail's real?
Yeah.
I don't relate.
Like, how the fuck how does she get to interview R. Kelly?
Because
Hard work
the
and
same way Wendy
determination.
Williams got a couple shots in him, and he started fucking blabbering about being
The
illiterate.
same way that Martin Bashir got to interview Michael Jackson.
I mean, that's
We'll talk about Michael Jackson next. So that interview,
best memes.
he's fighting for his fucking life.
He's yelling. He's
Who?
like,
R. Kelly?
I love the fact.
Robert.
I love the fact that during
Robert
the whole
Sylvester.
thing- during the whole thing, he's like yelling. And then they're like trying to put makeup on him while he's steady fucking yelling. Like the whole thing's fucking
Wait, was this a
wild,
recent
bro.
interview?
Yeah, it was like this week, wasn't it?
It was like 2 days
Yeah,
ago.
like bro, it was wild.
I seen the memes, but I never saw the original source material.
Like he started out calm, and then out of no place, he just starts fucking yelling. He hops
He's
up,
just
starts fucking
banging
doing
his
this.
So it's like a modern day version of the Tom Cruise, Oprah Winfrey shit.
But worse, and then he like looks directly in the camera. He's like, "I am under attack." Like he's like crying. He's like, "I'm fighting for my fucking life." Like, and he's looking like it's such a show. You know what I mean? Like he's looking directly into the camera.
So is R. Kelly
he stands up. He's screaming.
is R. Kelly is R. Kelly
Kelty?
R. Kelly guilty?
Well, he's fucking 14-year-olds. I don't think he was holding bitches hostage.
What about Michael?
Basically,
So are Michael Jackson innocent? R. Kelly guilty?
Okay, so we haven't gotten to Michael Jackson yet here. Okay, so with R. Kelly, there's multiple video evidence of him pissing
yeah, we know he's fucking
on underage girls.
Wait, there's more than one video of him pissing?
Yeah.
There's one, actually, yeah.
There was two
and
back
then
in the
there's
day.
another one of him.
There was two?
Yeah, it was two
and then
back in
there's
the day.
another one of him having sex with a girl and referring to her genitals
As 14.
as 14-year-old genitals. That's pretty. Like that's the. And we discussed this. Like, how do you keep
Doing this to yourself.
criminalizing yourself in this? Like, how do you? Like, how do you do that? How do you go?
To quote Huey Freeman, bro, somebody take his camcorder away. Somebody take his fucking camcorder away. Not justify anything he did, but like I said,
believe he's 52.
How the fuck does he keep? Why do people keep giving him fucking cameras?
Why do people keep giving him 14-year-olds?
Why? Well, that's blame the fucking parents keep bringing the fucking 14-year-olds around. Who the fuck
See,
brings the
there's gotta be
14-year-old to a goddamn
So
R.
wait,
Kelly concert?
So do you change your opinion about R. Kelly choking out that girl in front of the subway against an oak tree or whatever? It wasn't specific like that. It was like a tree outside of a subway.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, but you said that it wasn't really. It wasn't
like.
Really
Could you picture R. Kelly?
Yes, I could.
Choking a bitch out.
I
in front
actually
of a subway?
could. I literally
was it like a subway station or a subway?
No, it was a subway. It was like Jesse Smollett.
I don't know, bro. Fake news, MAGA. Fake news. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I
can picture it. I can picture it at your local subway. Just think about, like, you look out there and you see R. Kelly just choking a bitch against a fucking tree, and like
he's yelling, "Milton,
but you bogus girl, Milton."
I don't know, man. I don't know. All I know is he was fucking underage girls. That's a fact.
It's on camera.
That's a fact. Like, you can't deny that. But I don't fucking know about this whole. I don't know about him holding them hostage in the basement.
Oh,
bro.
You know what's bad?
I mean, other than him pissing on 14-year-olds, what's
Yeah, come on, let's tell us what's
I mean,
worse.
At that point, what's worse than that, bro?
I missed an arrow.
Missed arrow.
You know another big Yang Gang point?
What? Oh, so we're going back to Yang. Is there
free trade school?
Free trade school. Free trade school.
I missed a whole arrow on the board.
Did you guys fight about the free trade school already?
Nah. I mean, kind of can't do it since some salty ass nigga took the fourth mic.
I'm gonna give up my mic. I'm gonna give up my mic for an argument and just chime in like a little canary. So we're gonna get the man of the house.
Oh yeah, we're actually gonna do it. Fuck yeah!
He's waking up.
Yes. He did put it on the board.
It's in the board. I just forgot. I missed an arrow. I was supposed to go from Yang Gang to this.
We're gonna pause the R. Kelly
because I
pissing on
kept
people.
waiting. Like I was looking down the list and I was like, "Fuck, Vinny's falling asleep."
Ladies and gentlemen,
no, that was my fault. That was completely my fault. I drew a map and I completely misguided myself.
We're about to witness greatness.
Come on
tonight,
over
ladies and
here.
gentlemen.
Black Mitch is about to get on the mic.
Here we go.
It's Black Mitch.
Black Mitch.
Tired Mitch.
Black Mitch.
Punished Mitch.
Black Mitch.
Punished Mitch.
They're very sweaty.
Venom Mitched.
Venom Mitch.
Take them.
Okay, I don't know.
You feel them?
Are they warm? God.
All right, so trade school should it be free?
Give me one of them light boys.
Needs a cold
Trade school should not be free.
Why?
That is stupid.
Why?
Why?
So, right off the bat, you have people that you're trusting with equipment like your AC, a, on average, $2,000 piece of equipment with chemicals inside that are literally tearing holes in the atmosphere, killing people.
Yeah.
And you want to let somebody come straight out of high school, go to school for free, which means they're not going to put their heart and soul into learning this shit, and then come work on your investment on your house that keeps your house from molding, that keeps you comfortable, that keeps your climate controlled, that keeps your atmosphere from burning up.
So
all right, so that's the first one.
Yeah.
All right, you're going to have a candidate pool now that's just going to have crap workers in it. 2, you're going to have a candidate pool of just underqualified people that are going to drive out the job market. So now where you had a job that you could pay good money to people because they have the credentials to do the job, now you're paying them like $15 an hour because there's so many people going and getting a job in it because the school is free. Trade school is free. You go to Universal and you're like, you know what, I'll ride the Hulk because that was put together by professionals that paid money to go to school who took their time to learn a craft, to learn a trade.
People still ride the carny rides, though.
I don't. I saw those 6-fingered mother effers who put that shit together.
You're smoking meth.
But you're okay. So right now, what you're doing is you're saying that because somebody pays for school,
They care about it more. Very much, yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
But that's
You
not true, though.
devalue it if you don't pay for it.
That's individual basis at that point.
I think a majority of people would no longer value it. I think they would go there, they would sit in class, get through it, get their degree, and get out of it.
But using your same thing as you say, the important thing, you would still have to pass the class itself. So even if it was free, you would still have to pass it.
Yeah, you could pass it with a C. You could pass it with a D.
And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's devalued, because the job market isn't necessarily going to increase or decrease.
Oh, it definitely would.
How? Because of free trade school?
Yeah, because you now have a flood of people coming in that have that degree. But the thing that keeps the job market right now is that it's a degree that you have to get. So people aren't spending the money to go get that degree to go out there and get that job.
But then you're getting the best people that are now going to
Right, you're getting the best people now.
No, I think it would be the other way.
They're passionate about it. They know what they want to do. They want to go in and get that trade. They want to pay the money to go to that trade school, to get that degree, to go do that job.
I think anybody
wants to pay.
I think it's the other way. I think if you pay the money, it's like, all right, I'm putting down however much it is. Let's say.
No, because you know that you're paying money for it. You're gonna pay attention to it.
But I think you go the other way too. If there's a lot of competition, if competition is high and it's free, you want to be the best of the best.
All right, so let's flip this then. All right, so now you're not paying for trade school. So now your property tax is going up. You're paying for it. Somebody's paying for it. You don't get free school. Somebody pays for school.
Sure.
So now your property tax is going up.
It could be any kind of
your
tax,
sales tax is going up, but something's going up because you don't just get free school.
Sure.
So then on top of that, you now also have teachers who are going to get shit salaries because they were getting better salaries when you had to pay for the school. They were getting a cut of that money. They were getting paid better. Also, because now that school's not now free, you're not getting that hands-on that you can get. When we go in, we pay a tuition, we pay for our material costs. We pay, to have these ACs to work on, to learn. The school's not now free, you may still get the chance, but it's not going to be as nice as where, I go in to the lab and there is, computer AC unit after AC unit after AC unit.
So what if students have to pay like lab fees or something to where?
No, see, I don't think trade school should be free. I think it should be affordable. I paid way too damn much money to go to trade school.
So what you're saying is because you paid too much money for it, you don't think it should be free?
I don't think it should be free. No, I don't think any school should be an exorbitant amount. I don't think out of high school you should be $100,000 in debt for anything. Anything.
No, I agree with you, but the thing is, most of those trades were free at one point until they took them out of schools because they're like, hey, you know what? We can charge people money for this.
And they should. They should charge money for it.
Why?
Because, again, I don't want to pay the taxes for some guy to go sit in a class that he's not passionate about.
But the thing is, just because it's free doesn't mean you're going to take that class. If you don't have no interest in fixing air conditioners, you're not going to do it.
Public schooling? Okay, so here's the thing. There's a lot of students who don't want to learn, and I think that past probably 7th grade, mandatory public schooling is unnecessary.
Yeah. Like you should immediately go into a trade at that point.
Into a trade, yes.
Yes.
That should be.
You should come out at 12th grade with a fucking trade.
Exactly.
Like there's no point of charging you for it because if you caught them early and taught them something that they liked, they can go do some shit directly and get a job. It doesn't take away you having a passion because you have to have the passion to do it. I don't give a fuck about fixing fucking air conditioners, so I would never fucking go do that.
Imagine how many solar panels could be built.
If that's the trade schools that were options and you had welding. You're not. You don't want to be a welder.
Here's the thing, though.
You don't want to be. You don't want to go into the army. You don't want to do that. So you're just going to pick something and go with it.
I don't think because something's free, people necessarily would want to go into it. I mean, if it was, I would have never gone it. Like, I'm not trying to talk shit on trade schools. Yeah. If it was free, I still wouldn't have gone into it. That's just me. There are certain people that are going to make the decision, even if it is free, to not go into it.
But still, more people will go into it, and you're gonna get that candidate pool of people who, maybe they didn't go into it because they didn't have the money to go to.
I'm not saying you have to make it free for everybody.
No, you should make it affordable.
I'm saying you can make it free for some people.
So, like a Pell Grant, like a Pell Grant
for free because I got lucky because technically I'm an orphan, so.
That seems fair.
What's not fair is the way they do the Pell Grant is it's based off of your parents' income taxes.
Yeah.
And because I didn't have parents under the age where it stops being where they check your parents, so they went off my $13,000 the year beforehand. So I got a fantastic Pell Grant, but that was technically unfair for me. Not to me. Like that was way more than fair for me, but.
So I'm missing the point where you're saying that it's not.
No, I got lucky. I got lucky, and I'm saying that most people should have the experience that I got, where I got a disbursement check. They paid me to they literally.
Yeah, but
paid
can
me
you
to
imagine if every person out there had that opportunity to go into the
But
IT field?
exactly as he said. No, not everybody. Not everybody wants to go into the IT field, and the people that were in my class weren't.
Okay, so let's say though that let's say it's only the people that are passionate about it though, but you
He was
don't.
actually paying out of his own pocket.
But you don't charge for it now to go to that school. Why? Why is a job going to pay you exceptionally well? So yeah, a lot of people aren't going to want to go to that. A lot of people aren't going to want to go into that trade anymore because you can. It's like maintenance. You don't have to have a degree to go into maintenance.
But
you know what they
there's
start an
there's such
average
a
maintenance
risk in
person
how you
out
can
at?
actually get a job in your field that it's almost not worth it. If it's not a high-paying job with a high level.
So now
of
you're
need.
taking something that is a high-paying job for the people who go to school and put the effort in, and making it not a high-paying
But you
job.
can get that through apprenticeships.
No, but
through paid apprenticeships.
what's saying the price would? What's saying the price would go down? What's saying the price would go down because it's free?
Because more people are doing it. So now you don't have a demand for it anymore. So
Okay,
the
so-
demand is going shit down because it's free. Everyone's going to go, hey, that's a good field.
Okay. So no. So you look at a country like Canada where it's like really hard to get into med school.
Being a doctor isn't free. You got to go to school.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, look at a country like Canada, even where it's subsidized, like very heavily subsidized to go to school, right? Like it's affordable, as you would say. They're still not graduating very many doctors. They're not graduating very many lawyers, dentists, fucking anything.
But it's
Any
not
trade
free.
school.
It's affordable.
Okay, so what's the difference between making something free and making something affordable at that point? If you're letting such a small number of people in, that's what I think you should do.
Because the
for
people
trade
who
schools.
are willing to pay even that affordable, because everything's more affordable, the amount of people that are paying that affordable fee to go in there, they're just weeding themselves out.
But even in today's marketplace, you could have paid the amount you paid to go to trade school and have done something else, right?
Yeah, that goes without saying for anything.
Exactly. So it doesn't really matter.
So what you're saying?
Trade schools are useful. So let's.
So they shouldn't be free. They should be affordable. You should pay money to go to them.
But I still don't see how.
But again, also, all right. So you're looking at material cost. You're looking at things you're learning in there. You're going to lessen the amount of things you're going to be able to learn. You're going to lessen the amount of things that you're going to have hands on because the school's not being funded the way it should
That's
be.
not necessarily
That's
true
not
because
necessarily
the
true.
thing is, if the government sees, we got an investment in this because it's gonna make us more money in there because they're gonna tax the shit out of you because all the money you're gonna make when you go into the field,
or just
they're gonna take that hit to the
improving
pocket.
efficiency.
Because remember, the government already subsidizes tuition in the first
If that
place.
were the case, every public school.
Yes.
If that were the case,
You do know
every
that, right?
public.
No, you
if
do
that
know
were
that,
the
right?
case, every public school would be a fucking state of the art,
No,
amazing
that's not how
place
it
because
works.
that's an investment.
Government's-
a laptop now.
Would you,
That-
yes.
because that would be that would be
a laptop in Florida.
that
now.
would
Every
be an
single goddamn
amazing.
fucking
no.
Rwanda.
Public school is
We didn't need a genocide for every kid to get a fucking laptop.
Yeah, public school is fucked because of fucking Common Core. It has nothing to do with.
I'm not gonna say
Because-
public
no,
school.
no.
That's the only reason.
No, there's multiple things because it's fucking
public
it's
school-
federal overreach.
Exactly.
Fucking with
It is a state-run propaganda
Yes.
machine. It's an
Yes.
indoctrination station.
At the end of the day, yes, it has
all it
nothing to
is.
do with the funding. Schools have plenty of fucking money. It has nothing to do with that.
So a fun anecdote from that, like you know how they get funded per student. So what do you mean?
We'll break it down.
They get funded per student, and you're shaking your head.
That one little ass napkin is not going to do anything.
It's very, very sad. I don't know what
AJ got the
going on
shakes,
about, but
and
yeah, he got a little
knowing
too
he's
crazy
so
there.
wrong, he just tipped his beer over.
Yeah, just and made a mess of
He's yelling
it.
about propaganda.
He sullied the table. No, you sullied it.
My wife is charging Malaysias.
Yes, continue the funding.
Yeah. I mean,
with your head shakings.
But also now you're looking at teachers who aren't getting paid as much. All right, teachers who aren't getting paid as much.
I don't
So
think
you know what they're going to do? They're not
like they get paid a decent amount starting.
a decent amount starting versus schools like to shout out Southern Tech, who paid their teachers exceptionally well to bring them out of the field to bring them into the school, to teach these people, so they were passionate about it. They, wanted to put out people.
Are they passionate about it, or do they just
definitely?
want?
Every one of my teachers was like passionate
or
about it.
do they just want the money?
But what's to say a
That makes you
state-funded school is
passionate.
not? What's to say that a state-funded school is not?
Because they're not going to get as much money.
That's
they're
not
not being
true.
paid
That's
as
not
well.
true. All right, so,
That's
which
not
is okay. I'm gonna get. And you're not supposed to use like comparisons, but okay.
You're not.
You pay fucking sports players millions of dollars, and they still fucking drop balls.
Not college sports players, though.
They still fucking drop balls.
Not if they pay
They
to
still
play.
drop fucking balls. And you
Okay,
pay them
that's-
millions. Yeah, no, it's the same.
No, it is not the same. That's not the same at all. That's not even close.
No, it is. You're saying you're paying somebody a whole bunch of money that's supposed to care about it. How many doctors fuck up on you when you pay them?
You don't drop the
millions?
ball because you don't care about it. Like, you weren't like, I'm not happy about this ball. I'm dropping it. Fuck this ball.
You're saying if you pay somebody a whole bunch of money, they instantly fucking care about it.
Yeah, they train all year long for that shit.
But
That sounds like a lot of care to me.
No, you're saying because you pay somebody a whole bunch of money, they're instantly just gonna care about it. Because
In my experience, the people I've met, that turns out to be the case. More than
That's true.
more than say public school teachers. I've met a lot more disgruntled public school teachers than I have trade school teachers.
I went to a public trade school.
But that might
So,
be.
like, this is confusing to me.
But wait, Vinny, that might be because public school teachers are part of like a bureaucratic system of bullshit, and trade school teachers are all private for-profit companies.
Yeah.
And they could run it like...
Which, if it was now free to go to that school, it would no longer be the case.
Well, maybe it shouldn't be free
So-
to go to those
You might make- I mean,
particular
It
schools.
shouldn't be free. It should be affordable.
No,
it should be
I think there
cheaper.
should be- I think there should be free alternatives.
That is my degree up there from Southern Technical College. Hence why I shouted out Southern Tech.
There
Yes,
should be free
I did.
alternatives.
And you know what?
But
I got a
agree with
full
you. For private
degree.
Things like that, you should have an affordable option for that.
It should be affordable. I don't think it should cost, $30,000 to go to trade school. That's fucking ridiculous. But there should be a cost. It should cost something. You should be putting in for your own education. You want something great out of it, you should be willing to put forth for it. You want to make something great, you got to be willing to put out of your pocket into it. We heard these words today at this very table. Someone tell us if you're willing to nut up.
Vinny fucked up. Because, first off, I'm going to shut you down. I'm going to shut you down real quick, nigga, because you just fucked up big time, nigga.
Shit.
You're talking about running a motherfucking business versus learning education.
To run a business.
No, shut up. Because I'm about to break you down. I'm about to break you down. Because you tried the wrong one.
Let's see it. Let's hear it.
You learning has nothing to do with motherfucking money. It's if you care about the shit or not. I'm sorry, like a dumbass, you paid all that money and you owe fucking debt. Because I also have debt too, but at the end of the day, I just chose to fucking do
So
that.
you're not saying it's not entirely the same.
No, it's not. Because we're talking about running a business. You cannot run a business with no fucking money. That's not how
And you
it works.
can't learn to run a business without an education.
Because,
And that level of education is where you're going to determine how that business is being run.
No, if that's the point, you're making it seem like you have just because you paid all this money, you're instantly so fucking smart.
No, you're not instantly smart. It's the amount, the passion you put into it. And if you're paying for it,
no, it's not.
if you're paying for it, you're more on average.
No, it's not true. I paid a shit ton of money, and I literally, I didn't even guess. I bullshitted every fucking thing, and I got fucking straight A's. The money had nothing to fucking do with it.
Your skill did, but I imagine
I'm skilled at bullshitting.
You said you got straight A's, so I imagine that took a little bit of skills.
No, it doesn't take fucking skill. It's being good with you fucking words. Not a fucking skill.
That's a skill.
It's not a fucking skill.
That is definitely a
It's not
skill.
a fucking skill. It's knowing how to bullshit. It's not bullshit. It's literally not bullshit. I'm sorry that you're salty that you're in student loan debt because you chose to spend all that fucking money while AJ finessed the shit.
I did finesse
He finessed the shit. If more people did what he
Finesse
did,
it, or
he literally said he finessed it.
But may I say, Vinny does make more money than me.
He does.
So,
But you couldn't
that's a big.
That's because you didn't finish. You didn't finish.
No, I finished.
You
my
finished?
thing. Yeah,
But
they didn't.
They didn't give you a job in the thing?
They didn't get me a job. They said they would get you a job, and then they didn't follow.
which they should lose their accreditation because that's how
It's a public
schools.
school.
It's public school.
Yeah.
which
Orange
free
Technical College
versus paying for it.
Well, remember, nobody.
It used
That
to
is
just
the
be,
thing.
Tech.
If it's publicly
Wait,
funded,
that's
I
out.
feel it should be free.
Wait, so
and to please you, if it's privately funded, it's paid for.
Wait, so it's
and
something-
then we'll see which one's better.
But that's
But then
the
you
way
got,
it is
like,
now.
Prize and like fucking Everest and shit.
So now we're back to square one. We're right back where we're at now.
No, technically, using that logic, Everest is a for-profit school.
Yeah, when you have that system where there's people where there's
So did I miss something? Or are we back to square one?
No, we're back to the square one because if we go back to square,
there's like Everest who are like non-accredited but can give you the knowledge, but your degree doesn't mean shit.
Then they should
If
be
we-
free to affordable.
if we
But then they don't have a business, so it's like it's a weird way to. It's really hard to regulate that.
the core of your argument is just because you put money in it, you're gonna be good in it.
No,
Or you're gonna care about it.
the
your
core of my argument
is you
should
put
be it
money
should
in
be
you're gonna care.
affordable,
No, your core
not free.
No, your core of your argument is if you pay money on it, you're gonna fucking care about it, which is the biggest.
That was one of the legs of my
That's
argument.
a key part of it. If
That
you
is a-
put money in it, you're gonna care about it.
That is a leg of
How
my
many
argument.
people have put money in shit and they just I don't fucking care about this no more.
I guess if you're a dumbass, sure.
No,
but, like,
no.
Again,
No, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. Just because you put money in it, don't. How many times do you buy an expensive car? You're like, oh, I don't really give a fuck about this car no more.
okay.
I'm gonna get
so
another one. Oh, I paid $900 for this phone, and no one's gonna come out next year. I'm gonna get this one.
that's because there's a trade-in for it. If you
it's
got a
not.
$900
It's
phone,
not.
you're gonna
It's
take
not.
care of it.
No, you're not. How many people? How many people are walking around with crack
AJ, you got a
iPhones right
$900
now?
phone that you're paying $900 out of pocket for. Are you gonna take care of it a little bit better than that phone that costs $900, but you got to pay $30 a month for that you can trade in?
The thing is, I would not spend $900 on a phone. I wouldn't lease a $900 phone. But I would not spend $25 a month.
So would you
$900
go to
phone
school
for
for
4
something
months.
you don't care about?
That's why I
Would you-
refused to go to school until I found an IT program I could get paid to go to school doing. And I still.
He wants free school.
I almost got a job. I almost got a job with CenturyLink, but they wanted me to get a landline in my home.
Goddamn landlines!
Wow, man, they strike again.
Landline out of the
Brother strikes
blue.
again.
It wasn't
Holding you down.
It wasn't paranoia. It was I didn't have a job at the time, and like I was
You gonna get a magic jack, my nigga?
no. I didn't. My internet was about to go off. I needed to pay my bills, and they were like, "Well, you gotta get a fucking landline." And I was like, "Well, shit. Like, I don't have that right now. You know, like I didn't
You
say
should have
that.
just asked to borrow one.
The
Just be like, hey,
the interview happened while I was babysitting my nieces. Like they called me on the phone, and my nieces are yelling through the fucking porch. Like it was a bad time. So like, yeah, I had a hard time using my license.
can there be free school? Sure.
Probably
I guess
not.
there should be a little bit for certain circumstances, for things that qualify for it. Should there
what?
be
Like what?
affordable schools?
No, the fuck
Like what? No,
If you're an orphan,
That's the
if you're an orphan, if
certain
you're
schools
very
should be free,
destitute,
certain-
if you got great, amazing grades and show an aptitude for that, maybe you get a grant. Maybe you get something that pays for that school for you. But should school be free? No, it should not be free. Affordable? Yes.
Wait,
Fuck
wait,
yes.
Let me beg this question. At all, do you think schools should be free at all from an elementary level up?
Yeah, because that's
What's the difference?
because that's general. Like, that's your kids. Those are kids.
But what does that mean though? There's still,
Everyone needs to know how to read. Just baseline, everyone needs to know how to read, but not everyone needs to know what an R22 system is.
But you're saying that's a specific thing. Everybody
that's
needs to have a fucking skill.
No.
What you mean, no?
Somebody's got to make burgers.
And that's their skill. I used to make burgers like a motherfucker. What you mean? You did too. I know you did.
Yeah.
Like, here's the simple
And
thing.
it was great.
Here's the simple
It's a
fact.
skill.
Here's the fact. Everybody does not need to know that. Everybody does not need to go to college, but everybody needs a fucking skill. Because at the end of the day, you need to know how to fucking do something.
But some skills should be at a higher value.
You're not gonna want to. If you can't do it, you can't fucking do it, no matter how free it is, bro.
Personally,
I can't fucking. I can't fucking do. I can't fucking code. I can't fucking do it.
Don't point
Then
at me.
don't pay the money to go there.
I wouldn't pay money to go there because that's not for me to do.
But for
Which
somebody
is-
else, they should be,
so what you're
and they
saying-
should have to pay for
That's
it.
still-
Yeah, but you
If
gotta
a
learn
person-
the code.
You
before
gotta
get
learn the
paid
code. You gotta learn the code
Then
before you pay
they
the
should
code.
still have to pay
Well,
to learn
if
that
a
skill.
person has
That's
the
a
ability-
very
I
This
personally
subset.
completely- I have never paid a fucking single cent to learn how to code. Why would you have to learn? Why would you have to pay to learn? You can get a book Buy
You could do that for everything.
I don't buy books. I do not buy books. I read books that I do not buy.
Because the government tracks you through your book purchases.
No, because I know how to not pay for things. So
Don't pay for things. But no, I mean, simply like this is like
there's ways around it.
The simple fact that most of those trades
You're paying
weren't
for a
in
piece of
fucking
paper
school before they
is the
took
thing.
them out tells you something.
Because you can
That
get the
they
same
went,
knowledge
oh man, we're getting some really shitty
that's
people
not
out of
what it
this.
was.
knowledge for free.
That's
is the
if
issue.
you. I hate to say it, but if you think that's what it is, you're fucking retarded. You're
Because
fucking
they were just getting bad people that they should have
That's
had in
not
the
what-
skill that
Really?
shouldn't have been
so
in
you
that
telling me
section.
mechanics all of a sudden were just terrible because they were just giving those things away.
If they were giving it to everybody, yeah, I'm sure you got a lot of shitty mechanics.
Because everybody was trying to be a mechanic when it was free. That's what you're saying.
No, I'm saying more than they should have been. I'm saying a lot more than should have been weeded out were probably going in there and trying to be mechanics.
I
And
don't,
then,
I don't necessarily think that that's true. I'm not.
could you
saying that you're
imagine
wrong,
somebody who
but-
has passion for something that really likes it, but is just shitty at it? I know a couple people that are like that have passions for shit.
That's why you make
pass then.
exactly.
It's as
That's what I'm
simple
saying.
as that.
You make the process difficult,
Yeah, you make them pay for it.
but you
That
can-
weeds out the people. Because if
But
you're
also-
shitty at it,
The grade's gonna weed you out because if you failed, you fucking failed.
Yeah.
but again,
I mean, if there's,
I mean, I agree. I agree.
That was a stipulation. That was a stipulation of my Pell Grant. If I was below grade point average,
You lost your shit.
You lost it, and the thing was, it was a 3-semester course because I was doing night classes, so it was 12 hours a week. You know, I finished
but
in
if
one
you,
semester.
but to put any weight behind
So-
that, there has to be a financial. Like if you lost it, okay, yeah, you lost
But
it.
I
It's
could've
free
paid
now,
for it.
but
I could have paid for it with out of my own pocket. Instead, they paid me.
right. So if you failed at it, now you have to
paid
pay for it.
Otherwise, they paid me if I didn't fail. So that weeds it out right there. That's what I'm
But
saying.
again, now you're inkling back to it should be paid for by somebody at some point.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, it
Okay.
is.
Okay. So how about this? Let's
There's
say
grants from private companies. That's where the grants come from. It's private companies in a state.
So
It's not from
then
our
somebody's
tax
still
dollars.
paying for it. So it's not free.
Okay, let's
somebody's paying for it.
okay. Listen. Let's say it's free.
voluntarily paying for it.
So so sure, yeah. All right, let's go that route.
Vinny, how about
now?
this?
I'm not paying for it out of pocket, but I go to a company and get them to pay for it. That school's still not free. Somebody's paying for it. School shouldn't be
Well,
free.
it's free to the consumer.
Vinny. How about this?
It's like getting a fucking coupon.
No, wait. Okay, wait. How about this? Vinny.
But somebody's
Wait,
still
wait,
paying.
Wait. Okay, listen to this. How about this?
The
Vinny,
manufacturer.
school's free. Wait. School's free, but if you fail, you got to pay for it out of pocket. How about that?
That's fair compromise.
Again,
But I went-
there you
I
go.
went-
But that's
I went
still
to
then you're
some
still
schools.
it's still
I
not a
went from
free
elementary
school.
To fucking
You're-
Of course, somebody's got to pay for it. I understand that. When he's saying
doctorate school, that's you have to pay for.
when he's saying free school, it doesn't mean that obviously it's free for everybody. Like someone's footing the bill, but he's saying that sort of schooling should be promoted.
No, what he was saying was trade school should have been free. Like that's something you get put into, and
You're
It's
putting
not
words
something
in my
that you
mouth. What I'm
decide-
saying is, you don't fucking put a wall of money. Oh, you can't get here unless you pay this. If a fucker says, "Oh, I have interest in doing this," and they want to fucking do that, let them go there. And if they fucking fail, then they pay. You're putting words in my fucking mouth. I never fucking shut the fuck up and let me feel what I'm about to fucking say, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Shut up and let me feel what I'm about to say, nigga. Cause you about to piss me the fuck off. Listen, you putting words in my fucking mouth. I literally.
first off, we're just having a fun session here. Don't get all shitty about it.
No, because all that laughing shit,
Okay.
you trying to...
All right, Kutre, calm down.
No. 'Cause listen, you are literally putting words in my mouth. You know what you're saying don't make sense. If you have a passion for it, you let them go to fucking school. And if they start fucking failing and they don't do what they're supposed to do, then yes, pay out your pocket. But you don't fucking say,
So
okay,
then
I'm gonna
that
put this
school
money-
is not free. That school isn't free.
Use that logic, nothing's fucking free. Public school isn't free. If that's the fucking point, because
Yeah,
somebody's paying for it.
If you fail in public school, they don't turn around and go, okay, give us $200 to redo the second grade.
Yeah, somebody's still paying for it. Your taxes are still paying for it.
But what you're saying is if
Nothing's fucking free.
I fail at HVAC,
Using that logic.
I now have to pay $300 for that class, right?
That's not what.
That's
you
not what
are
happens
listening
in
to what you're
elementary
saying.
school. That's not what happens in high school. That's not what happens in middle school.
Where did AJ go?
Out to smoke a cigarette.
How did I get stuck with this?
You had the second mic. AJ gave up his mic.
God damn it!
He got out when the time was good.
I'll stop if it gets bad.
You're not listening to what I'm literally saying, you do not say, okay, you want to do this? Pay us X thousand amount of dollars first. You let somebody fucking go in. You let them go in. If they go in, because clearly if somebody has a passion for it, they're going to pass.
And it's not like it's free. Like, you have to apply for it, write an essay, all that bullshit.
You still got to fucking get in. Because what you're saying is, you're making it seem like, oh, it's just by... Everything is being funded by something. The free part is you not having to directly pay at first. If you fuck up, that's on you. But there's always got to be money put into the shit to fund it.
So now you're paying it in taxes.
You're always been paying it in taxes. You keep.
Of course, it's not 100% free. Like,
okay, but right now, you're not paying any taxes for me to go to Southern Tech. You didn't pay anything for that. You didn't pay into taxes for me to go to Southern Tech. You didn't pay anything. But you guys didn't get your sales tax. Sure, there should be. There absolutely should be.
That is a really good argument to have. Is the way to allocate taxes. Like, yes, we can have these programs. But
again, it should be affordable. There should be affordable. There should be things in check. Like Kuche said, if you fail out, now you have to pay. So, okay, so that's affordable now. So now that next person who has that passion, who has that drive, that gets in, they may not fuck up. They go the whole time free. It was paid for by that student who fucked up, who had to pay to go again. But somebody is paying for it. It's not 100% free. But you're still funding that school.
But right now we're paying to bomb children. We're paying for all kinds of shit that we do not agree to pay for. When we're born, no matter where you are in the world, you are forced to do whatever the people in power tell you to do.
And you know what? That's not the argument here. And I understand where you're kind of going with that. But what I'm saying is, in whatever year I graduated, you didn't pay a cent for that.
So that's fair. That's fair that we did not pay for your boat, and you guys paid for my boat. Literally. And I'm okay with both of those things. Because that was both voluntary.
So what you're saying is the system works. I don't think I should have had to pay the amount I did, but
I mean, in a way it does, because again, I'm not working in my field and you are. But at the same time, I'm not trying to throw shade, but Kutre's not working in his field, and he has debt too.
Yeah.
And
again, it shouldn't be that much.
The same as you have in a different form.
And it shouldn't have been that much debt. I shouldn't have had to pay that much debt.
I have a problem with taxes fundamentally, but at the same time, I think taxes could work in the sense that we have a way of just misusing other people's money. It's an interest-free loan that we give the government all the time, and they just throw it towards what they say that it should go to. So if it went to these programs,
in a perfect world, that would be great.
But we will never vote the right way.
Yeah, and people would never agree. People would never agree for, say, a 3% tax hike on your property tax.
But that's a lot. That's literally happening. Shit like that is actually happening. There's been tax cuts. There's been tax hikes. The Trump tax cut has half helped me, half fucked me.
And you know what's weird? In a weird way, I think that general education, like college, should be free. I think it should be. Trade school, I think, should be paid. And not just because I went there.
I completely
affordable.
Wait.
I think of it the opposite. I think trade school should be free. And more of the because college goes into more.
No, I'm not talking like just your baseline. Your what is it? What's the first your associates?
Okay, so you're gonna pay some kid to take fucking mythology courses?
No. The general math, the base round when you get into college.
Humanities. That's general studies. That's
all that humanities.
It's
part. Yeah, exactly.
That's why I don't go to college.
Yeah.
So the shit that they're never going to use out there to get a job.
You want to pay them to do that?
No, I don't want to pay them to do it. I don't want to pay for it.
You just said that should be free.
It should be free.
It should be.
So,
it should be.
You're trying to pay them.
In a perfect world,
pay them like you're saying.
In a perfect world, that should be free.
No, I completely disagree.
But trade school things that are a little bit.
I really think it should be the other way.
But again, we're operating in a perfect world.
But again, trade school should not be incentive. I mean. And I'm speaking this out of complete respect and humility, but trade school should not be like an incentivized thing.
Really? You didn't need to add that precursor.
I'm just saying that. I'm not trying to be rude.
I'm just saying that. No, you didn't sound rude, except for the fact that you said that.
Yeah.
No, like
I can't do this with Stedman staring at me like that the whole time. Like he's looking at me like, "What you talking about?"
You see, Stedman knows, bro.
Stedman's not real. You can't catch shade from an imaginary person.
Stedman went to trade school.
The trade was Oprah's butt.
The trade was hedge fund management.
Here's the real problem is the way that our grants are set up for qualification. It really hurts a lot of people who could use that help, because I got lucky. There's family that I have that has not gotten as lucky and has gotten a lot of debt from that. You know, like they want to go to school, they pursue it, and then they've gotten so much debt that they can no longer pursue it, and that's a huge issue. You know. Yeah, Neil, you laugh with your fucking stone columns in your home, inside of your home.
Hey, let's not get offensive over here. Nah, but you know what? That's something else too. Is I think that the tuition, if it is going to be outrageous like mine was, that it should go towards helping people who can't afford that tuition.
Like you got fucked.
I did, definitely. Definitely.
Everybody does.
Everybody does, which is why it should be affordable. I don't think it should be free, ever. But I think it should be affordable. I definitely think it should. The amount of I will say that I didn't like the money I paid, but I will say the experience I had, I could tell the difference of what I was paying for. I felt the money I was putting in, I felt like I got back out of it. Between the facilities I worked in, the things I got out of it, the tools, they gave me a complete set of tools, the fact that they did not stop until they assisted me in getting a job. I felt like the money I put in did get me something back out.
And the job thing is big, because in the school I went to, they promised the job placement. And really, it was because it was county, they were trying to get you into the school system. And that's fine, you know, because that's an actual federal program, and that's a good way to make taxes. You know, it pays for me to work for the government, and can completely generate revenue and less taxes on everybody else if I just spend my money to use it and give them back more money. So the problem was that the lady went on vacation for like 8 weeks in a row. And when I emailed her, she just did not respond. It was when everybody fucking graduated.
She was out.
Well, no, everybody graduated like normally, but I graduated 2 semesters earlier than anybody else in my program, because it was a 3-semester long program. I took 1 semester and finished it, and got the certification, and she was. I was never placed.
This may be a little bit of Mitch logic. This may be a little bit of Mitch logic.
I got pissed I couldn't get a job.
When I made the comment about the general classes should be free, what I more was meaning in that is that if you're paying money, you should be able to get something like physically tangible out of that. And I feel like with trade school,
I feel different, because I feel like if you're paying money, you're taking a risk at that point.
Well, I don't know.
I get your point that, like, yeah, you should have, if you're not paying money, you shouldn't have as much of a stake in it. I get
right.
That. But like, there's people, you can't get a gender's degree for free, a gender studies degree for free.
No. Like, I'm saying, like, you should get an associate's.
But, like, people,
what is it? A bachelor's? What's the first?
For somebody to study gender studies, you know, for money. Like, they want to pay
for money. Yeah. They should have to pay for it.
But they should have that right. You know?
And again, like I said, I feel like what I paid, again, was way overshot of what I got out of it. But what I paid, I feel like I got something out of it. So it should, I think...
I got paid $1,000.
I get you. Once again, I get what you're saying, but it's like, you know...
You can't touch the mic anymore.
I get what you're saying, but it's like... I get what you're saying, but it's kind of the equivalent of, you know, you done already fucked around it. Like, again, I'm somebody who got student loan debt too, but it's like, it's that what you're doing is, you know, you already paid the money, so it's like you have to justify the fact that you paid the money.
Yeah, that's the same thing as if I buy a expensive meal at a restaurant, I'm going to eat that expensive meal.
Are you saying you would say you sit? Because once again, you paying the money doesn't affect wouldn't affect you getting the job in that field at all. Because they're still, if you're good at it, they're going to hire you regardless if you did it for free or not. So if you had the opportunity to do it for free, would you not have had the same passion?
Oh, fuck well, okay, no, I wouldn't have had the same passion for it.
So
I would
you
definitely not have
only
the same
went into
passion.
it for the fact of making that money.
I went into it with the fact of, yeah, I'm going to get a good job out of this. Yeah, I'm going to get a job that not everybody's able to get. This is going to be a specialized thing that I'm paying to learn. And then while I was there in class, one of the only things that kept me going to class every day was, oh shit, I'm paying for this.
No, wait,
this is money I'm paying.
Wait 1 second though. I do have a bit of an argument, a personal argument with Cooch right here. You haven't done it in a while, but you used to flaunt your master's degree like a motherfucker.
Oh, I'm black. I gotta get it. I'm black. I got it. Neil knows it's the truth.
That's a trump card.
It's true.
That's a trump
I'm
card.
black. I can't just get a bachelor's degree. I gotta get the fuck out of here. A bachelor's degree to me is important. To a white person, you don't need it.
I gotta go.
Neil has left the building.
Seriously, I gotta go to class in the morning.
I gotta go see Captain Marvel in the morning.
Oh, shit.
9:30 in the fucking
9 a.m.
Let me know how that shit is.
It's gonna be trash. I'll tell you now.
International Women's Day is over. We can now say Captain Marvel is a trash movie.
It's gonna be absolutely
it's gonna
garbage.
be
And
absolute
other
trash.
women have actually given it shitty scores on Rotten Tomatoes.
All right.
So I don't feel bad about
Tarp
it.
out.
Wrestling. But no, master's degree, we all know it. Shouts out to Chris Rock. I can't remember what stand up it was or what it was, but basically,
Was it Tambourine?
I can't remember.
Do you
But
want
it,
to switch spots with me, AJ? Because like I'm in the big boy chair here. I got all the Stedman staring at me.
all the Stedman stairs.
Hold on, we're gonna do a switch out.
We switching out real quick because Stedman's freaking out Vinny.
He's just looking at me, man. He's staring into my soul.
Do you need a drink? Can you make me a drink?
We passionate fiends in here. We yelling.
Are you taking your pants down?
We sweaty. Vinny, Black Mitch is taking off his pants.
My boxers rode all the way.
How long is this fucking episode?
How long is
Who
this
knows?
episode?
It's been about an hour. So
We didn't even get to the mic. But nah, in reference to master's degrees are a waste of money. That's a fact.
but you had to get it.
Had to get it, cause sadly,
Plus, it looks fucking sterling on that damn wall.
Master's
It
degree looks really nice.
it looked very nice. But like Chris Rock said, he said, in America, you as a black person, you just can't do the bare minimum. The bare minimum is not equal to the white person's bare minimum. It's not in no way, shape, or form.
It's true.
It's not equal to it. So your bare minimum as a black person is a master's degree.
Yeah, dude, I've seen the job market. I've been how many
See?
interviews I've gone to
See?
where
Except
I've
if you're
walked
doing
into
city
a
work.
job.
Is that yeah? But it's like sadly, that's how it is. Now, if I was white, yes, there's no point in getting that shit. And even then,
It still looks good on the wall.
It looks good.
It's a master's degree.
It looks good on the
But at
wall.
the same time, I've worked with master's degrees with electrical engineering
Look
at
at
Steak and Shake.
Yeah, that's it.
And
It
it's
doesn't
like, that's
guarantee.
crazy.
That's the wild thing about it.
That is insane.
So once
to me.
again, I completely agree with the tuitions is ridiculous, and that's tied back to government funding. If the government's throwing some money in, prices don't get too fucking high. Because it's like the whole Obamacare shit. Oh, the government's going to pay how much money? Okay, push everything up.
money to
man.
people.
Now,
For my money.
not to poke, and I know AJ, this isn't the case for you, but I keep in contact with all the people I went to school with. Every person from my class has a job in the field.
Damn.
But again,
Wait, what?
yeah,
Are you fucking kidding me?
every person in my class that I went to that
Has
I
a
did
job
all
in the field they train for.
in AC, either in
Wait, in
maintenance-
your field?
yeah, in maintenance, because we all if you're doing AC work, you did the AC
But no,
classes
but,
and all
like-
that shit.
In high school?
No, in
But you
trade
said-
school.
Oh, so you're trade school people.
All
You
my
said
trades-
high school. I swear to
Oh,
God.
did I?
I swear to God you said high
If
school.
I
people.
said high school,
That's why I was really confused. Like,
That'd
stay
been
in
wild.
contact with you. No, I did not. There's one trade school guy I remember, and the only reason I remember him is because he was streaming video games,
Oh God.
and his name was Al, and I guess he went to all of our. He went to the. He went to my elementary school, my middle school, and my high school.
Wait, so he's our age and his fucking name was Al?
He's like your age.
And his name was
He was
Al?
fat. His name's Al. Oh shit! I don't want to dox him.
That boy named
Yeah.
Al.
His name's Al.
That's awesome.
He's a
You
little-
don't,
he's
you
a
don't
little
name a young
heavy
man
set.
Al.
But he had a YouTube channel. It's like Hercules something. Shouts out to hopefully he's still doing it. He was running the exact same processor as me, but he paid and he did not get a Pell Grant. He paid for his shit, and he just fucked it. He fucked the whole thing off. He was there He was already there before I got there, and he was not even halfway as far as I was done. I'm sorry, not even halfway through the shit because I was done. by the time I was done.
Now, the people, like I said, that I went to school with, we all keep in touch. We have a little Facebook group and all of that. And all of us are working in the field. So, and I'm not going to necessarily say it's because we paid, but I will say that with trade school, you know, I think some of it has to do with Southern Tech putting you in a job, which, you know, shouts out again to them. They put me in a job.
It depends on the person running that program as well, a lot.
Well, yeah, and that woman, she worked her ass off.
Exactly.
So, but that's kind of my thought on it. So,
No, I know we're getting pretty long at this, but, you know, obviously after all the yelling, you know, I'm not saying, here's the thing. I feel like it's a case by case basis. Like there are people who, you know, they put their money like, oh man, I put my money on this shit. I gotta get this shit done. So, and I do on an individual, I do agree, but I also feel like there are people who just because they didn't put the money in doesn't mean they're any less invested in it. Because if they want to do it, they're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like if a broke kid wants to fucking fix air conditioners, wild that sound.
Yeah.
They're gonna fucking fix them.
I mean, that doesn't sound that wild.
And honestly, nowadays with fucking YouTube,
you can learn anything.
That's the thing is that
I diagnosed a whole
the thing
fucking
that
water
is
heater
more
like that.
interesting to me is the fact that I think trade school is just going to eventually be phased out. Like,
but it's the piece of paper that's the money.
You need
is
the
the
paper.
thing.
Yeah.
you need the paper.
You're paying for paper.
It's not.
You're paying
It's
for paper.
not because you can take literal Harvard classes online for
well,
free.
because every job interview in my field I've gone to, the first thing they say is, "Hey, do you have the EPA?"
Exactly.
Which, that's a $200 class out of pocket if you take it out of pocket. That was part of what my tuition went to pay. They say, hey, do you have this degree? You know, and if I have that degree, I'm going to be more in line to get that job than, you know, whatever dude off the street. So, you know.
Good old Johnny from the street.
Johnny from the street.
Well, we're getting far. We had a couple deaths this week. Luke Perry from 90210.
90210 stroke.
And then the dude from Prodigy. The dude from Prodigy. I didn't actually look up his name because, like, his name doesn't matter. He's the guy in the tunnel in Firestarter, and he's a beautiful person. He's the Firestarter fucking instigator. And
R.I.P. to that boy.
Yeah, he really deserved. Luke Perry, I was like, oh, that makes sense. He's like,
Perry's one was. Man,
he just had a stroke, allegedly.
That, like,
fat 52.
I didn't even know people died from strokes. Like, I thought you just got fish face. And...
No, I mean, yeah, no, people actually die from strokes, and they have for a long time. I didn't think people died from strokes in 2019.
Right, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, especially when you have money.
He was taken out. They're bringing back Michael Jackson allegations. They're trying to kill Luke Perry. They did kill Luke Perry.
That man been dead for 10 years.
Luke Perry has?
They just keep him alive and kill Bernie style. No, that Michael Jackson shit is just ridiculous.
It's bullshit, bro.
No, you don't have kids sleep in your room.
It's a bad idea.
But there's no evidence.
No evidence.
So
FBI
you gotta.
took pictures of his meat.
It's reasonable. It's reasonable.
Why? I want to know the person that was like,
no,
today at
but
the staff meeting, I'm going to send you, Trey, and AJ, you're going to go to Michael Jackson's home and just take pictures of his meat. I want to know those two agents that looked at him and went, you know what? I knew I went to school for this. This is what I paid to go to school for.
No, they don't pay for that. They get paid to do that. What do you mean? They get paid training.
This is what I went to FBI trade school for. Take pictures of meat.
All right, everybody. So make sure you enroll in trade school so you can become part of the FBI. Don't lack on your hygiene. And is there anything you fellas want to say? Don't make this long, please.
We got to power shake it up. Power shake.
Oh man, it's like that one meme where it's the white guy and the black guy, and it's like over lightning.
I feel bad because I kind of like didn't get a good enough grip on his palm, so I'm like, I'm definitely the bottom palm on that.
Man.
It was a good episode.
Oh man, that's gonna be. I've got an idea for the cover image of this one.
Oh yeah,
but,
you gotta take a picture of it. You gotta get that picture.
No, it's gonna be the meme.
Oh, you gonna meme it up?
I'm gonna meme it up. It's all memes. Yang gang, yang gang,
yang. No pissing on 14-year-olds.
Please don't
and
piss
don't
on.
refer to them as 14-year-old genitals.
No. First,
don't
do sexual. Don't pull your dick out in front of an underage person as a grown man. It's a really easy concept.
What if you're in the pub bathroom?
That's
and you're at the urinal There's a jet next to you.
And
There's
you have to pull your boxers
wall.
all the way down
There's
to
no
your
wall.
ankle.
At most urinals, there's a
Football
little
game.
partition.
Nope, football game. It's trough style.
Trough.
Wait, what?
Yeah, most football stadiums, they just got the trough.
I've never been. Whoa, I didn't know they did that European style.
Yeah, dude,
Holy shit, I didn't know.
Yeah, dude,
Whoa.
It's trough, man.
Oh.
Yeah, what do you think all the football players? You know?
Slap each other's asses and shit? Yeah,
Full
oh.
contact in that bathroom.
Well, take care. Brush your dick.
Wear clean dick or wear.
Yeah, don't fall in the trough.